G'day there, Guardians. I'm sorry this is a little late, but it is that time. It's time to talk about Tier 12 roles, and as usual, we're going to start with the Cryptarch Tyra Karn in the Iron Temple. Let's get straight into it. This week, she's selling the Memory of Felwinter at a 281, at a 281 roll, which is not too bad, but it's not as good as some of the other ones. The one I'm currently running, I think, is a 286, and she's sold as high as 296. The Memory of Scory is a 108 roll, not very good for a 12 tier artifact, but if you don't have it, I'd recommend picking it up just so that you've got it for your student of history. And this Memory of Perun is a 123 roll. It slides into that 12 tier category, but it's at the lower end. It isn't as good as the other Peruns that she's sold before, but if you don't have one or you don't have one as good as this, definitely pick this one up if you like running that. Eris Morn doesn't have anything spectacular this week, but the Mark of the Duskborn is a 59 roll, so that's not too bad for the Titans at an Intellect Discipline roll with Pulse Rifle increase and the Vanguard Champion. We've also got a 58 Curse of the Hidden, again, not perfect, but it's up there. These are two of the better things that she has sold in recent times, particularly this mark. For the Hunters, Cade has this Novgorod Cloak at a 59. Again, not perfect, but it's up there. It has increased upgrade rate for auto rifles and Vanguard rep. It's a disciplined strength roll. And this KD Bogatir 2.0 helmet is a 107, which is in that 12 tier category. It's at the lower end, but again, disciplined strength with hands-on and heavy lifting, so you get bonus super energy from melee kills on minions or with heavy weapons, and invigoration gives you bonus melee energy on orb pickups as long as you don't have your super. This week, Zavala only has a Ghost, a Tower Watch Shell at a 58 roll with Spin Metal and Reclamation, which is killing Glimmer for getting Glimmer for killing Taken for 75 legendary marks. Not worth buying from Zavala this week. For the Warlocks this week, Ikora Ray has a chest piece, Temporis Flow 4 at Intellect Discipline roll. It's a 142 down from 147, so it's pretty good. It's not as good as it gets, but it's pretty darn good. It's handy for the Sunsinger class with Solar Armor and Solar Burn Defense for those, well, this week's Heroic Strikes, for example. Nightfall, even, with the Solar Burn. Pulse Rifle ammo and Sniper Rifle ammo, so you can carry more of those. And an increased Discipline roll gives you increased Intellect or increased Discipline. For the Hunters, Shaxx has these handy Raku Poltergeist 2.0 gauntlets at a 98 roll, 1 stat point off of max stat, so that's excellent and definitely worth grabbing for 75 legendary marks. Discipline strength roll, we've got Switchblade, which is one of those weird perks. It's supposed to increase your melee attack speed, but they changed it around House of Wolves time, and it now decreases your melee attack cooldown time. Now there's a bit of an argument as to whether that means that it increases your melee attack speed like Rain Blows for the Titans and Snap Discharge for the Warlocks, or whether it decreases the melee attack ability cooldown, so your Throwing Knife or your Smoke or Blink Strike for the Blade Dancers. Also got Momentum Transfer, where you gain bonus melee energy on grenade hits, and Sniper Rifle Loader, so you can reload your snipers quicker. He also has these Raku Poltergeist 2.0 boots at a 131 roll, down from 135, so that's a good roll as well, with increased fusion rifle ammo and machine gun ammo. Solar Double Down or Capture King is handy in those control matches for the Crucible. It's an intellect strength roll, so you could pick that up if you like, especially if you like running your golden gun or play a fair bit of control. Run fusion rifles or your machine guns. I do happen to like running a machine gun in the Crucible. This week for the Warlock, Shaxx has this One Is All Bond at a 59 roll. If the Crucible is a lesson, pay attention, from Ikora Ray. It has Hand Cannon Upgrade or Crucible Champion. This week, Jirak Alal at Dead Orbit has a Titan mark, the Endling mark, at a Discipline Strength 59 with Hand Cannon Increase upgrade. And for the Warlocks, Arak Jalal has this Endling Hood at a 107 roll, which is pretty handy. It's an Intellect Discipline roll. We've got Hands On and Second Thoughts, which gives us bonus super energy from melee kills or from special weapon kills on minions of the darkness in PvE only. And Invigoration gives us bonus melee energy on orb pickups when you don't have your super. At Future War Cult, we've got these two ghosts down here. The Bellicose Shell Intellect Strength is a 59 roll with Relic Iron and Vex, so blue polyphage. Glimmer get when killing Vex. We've also got this Discipline Strength roll, which is a 58 with Relic Iron, and again blue polyphage when you get Glimmer for killing Vex. Neither of them are a perfect roll, and for 100 legendary marks I would save them for something else. But if you were desperate and you were a Future War Cult fan, then maybe. The Hunters also have this Eon Tracer Cloak at a 58. It has auto rifle increased upgrade and Crucible Champion, but again at only a 58 roll for 75 legendary marks, I think they could be better spent elsewhere. For the Titans, Lakshmi 2 over at Future War Cult has this Intellect Discipline boot leg armor for the Titans at a 132 roll, down from 135. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And we're talking arc double down, so handy for those striker class with shotgun ammo and rocket launcher ammo, and of course Intellect and Discipline. She also has this chest piece here, which is pretty darn good, at a 142 roll, down from 147. So not too far off max. It's handy for those Sunbreaker classes with solar armor or solar recovery. We've also got scout rifle ammo and sidearm ammo, and of course increased intellect and increased strength, as it's an intellect strength roll. Over at New Monarchy, we have a Senator Shell at a 58. It's a intellect discipline roll with worm spore and again blue polyphage for killing Vex. Not a perfect roll. Again, I'm just going to keep saying it. It's not the sort of thing I would spend 100 legendary marks on. However, up here we have a High Command Cloak, also a 58 roll, and Auto Rifle and Crucible Champion for 75 legendary marks. Not worth buying. For New Monarchy this week, the Titans have this High Command mark at a 59 roll, Intellect Strength with increased upgrade for hand cannons and Crucible Rep. That's all we've got for the Titans this week. This week for the Hunters, the Speaker has this Gunslinger's Cloak at a 58 roll. We're seeing lots of 58s today. Intellect Discipline, Auto Rifle upgrade, or Vanguard Champion. We also have this Night Stalker's Cloak again at a 58 with Pulse Rifle upgrade and Vanguard Champion. And for the Titans, the Speaker has this Striker's Mark also at a 59 with Pulse Rifle increase and Vanguard Champion, but that is all. For the Warlocks, the Speaker has this Spirit of the Vulture Bond at a 58 roll, Discipline Strength, Hand Cannon upgrade, and Vanguard Champion. Not the greatest, and again, for 60 legendary marks, I wouldn't spend those. I'd use them somewhere else. But he does have this very, very good Sunsinger's Bond. It is Discipline Strength, but it's a max stat Sunsinger Bond with increased Scout Rifle upgrade, so Scout Rifle Focus, and Sniper Rifle Focus. We've got Vanguard Champion and, of course, Discipline Strength. I would recommend picking that up this week. This week, Variks has for the Hunters this Devil's Disguise, again 58 roll, just a mountain of 58s today. Upgrade for the Auto Rifle and Vanguard Champion, really not worth buying, so not much here for the Hunters. And this week, Variks finally has this Devil's Bond at a 58, and that is all for the Warlocks. It has increased upgrade for hand cannons and Vanguard Champion. So all in all, this week I would recommend picking up on your Warlock the Sunsinger Bond from the Speaker as a perfect roll, and maybe a couple of the armor items like chest pieces, helmets, and things like that that are near perfect rolls. they are worthwhile grabbing. Any of the class items under perfect, don't bother. Any of the ghosts under perfect, wouldn't bother with either. You can see here a perfect 12 tier roll on my Sunsinger Warlock. This is just one of many different rolls, and this happens to be one of the rolls that I run for Vault of Glass. You can see my gamer tag up there, BoylerRoom81. If you want to, you can catch me on Twitter, on Twitch, and on Instagram with the same handle, BoylerRoom81. I hope you got something out of this video, Guardians. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, Guardians. I'll see you next time.